Hello. One of the works on our upcoming Holiday Moods concert is by the Anglo-African composer Samuel Coleridge Taylor. Coleridge Taylor was born in 1875 and lived in the working-class London suburb of Croydon. There he was raised by his mother and grandparents, and notably his grandfather gave him a violin and lessons at an early age. And all reports are that Coleridge Taylor was quite proficient from early on. Coleridge Taylor also sang in the local church choirs, and there he ended up with more music teachers and a particular champion, a choir master who set up an audition for him at the Royal College of Music. Well, Coleridge Taylor was accepted to study at the Royal College at the age of 15. And though he entered as a violinist, he quickly switched over to composition. Now, the Royal College of Music was a very rich environment for Coleridge Taylor. He studied with a top teacher. He had many performances with the school orchestra and chorus. He had supportive classmates and composers from the area like Edward Elgar would come and hear his works. And Elgar in particular recommended him for a very important commission that launched his professional career. It was a very rich environment. Another aspect of Coleridge Taylor's life was that he was part of the Pan-African movement. And he joined it particularly from the American side of that movement. He collaborated with the African-American poet Paul Laurence Dunbar. They gave 2 recitals of vocal music, music that Coleridge Taylor had set to texts by the poet. Coleridge Taylor was also exposed to American Negro spirituals through the Fisk Jubilee singers from Fisk University. They would tour frequently in London. And this was very influential on Coleridge Taylor's writing later on. But this admiration was mutual. In Washington, D.C., some African-American singers formed the Samuel Coleridge Taylor Society, and they arranged to bring him over for 3 tours to the United States, in which case he was very active conducting and doing his music, and even got an invitation by Teddy Roosevelt to come to the White House. So Coleridge Taylor had a very rich, prolific career. He wrote many works. He was performing all the time and teaching at a local university, and sadly died at the age of 37. The work that we're performing, the Novelette Number 1, is a piece that I think of as musical champagne. The main melody has this upward sweep that sounds to me like the popping of the champagne cork, and then there's this spiccato descending theme that to me sounds like the pouring of champagne, and the whole sweep of it is like a dancing, festive occasion. And it is a short work, but I think it's a really nice teaser for those interested in hearing some of his other works, his violin concertos, his chamber music, his church music, or his cantatas on the Hiawatha story. So I hope you'll come to our concert and enjoy this work by Samuel Coleridge Taylor.